So I'm gonna go with Warlock tonight.
Embrace the shadow.
Commander's probably the most consistent. Hellfire. Shadow Flame's much better. It's pretty good too. Quality of card is this one. That's a good quality card. Better than the others for sure. The best one here. Second to Demon Fire. Very efficient support spell. Fire is going to be the safer bet, so I'll take Demon Fire. But it's a gamble. I'd probably still take the Felguard over these other two. I don't like how so many of these picks are starting to feel like gambles. Super gamble. I'm going to go with Void Caller again. Prom's good too, but since I passed it the last one, I can't afford to pass it here, so I'll go with the best of the three. To play straight up anyways, because it's Battle Cry, you can make it work for you. We didn't have Demon Synergy, the fact that we do. I'm going to go with the Shouts and Cleric. I'm pretty sure it's the highest than any of these, so all around good pick. I'll go with Boulder Fist over here. It's always going to be a 2-for-1, so I'm still going to pick it over that. Quality 3-drop, very good, very good. I still think the Flame Imp's the better card, even if it. All right, I'll take a gamble. The choice here. The ability to hit. I've gambled enough. We got to start bolstering our early game. This is a good way to do that. Helps finish a minion off, draws a card. Take the Clockwork Gnome, but there's too many classes that do 1 damage. I think I can take the Worgen. All damage part, so. Okay, well, we took with it.
I will fight with honor.
Okay, quality 1-drop, very good.
Shall be mine.
Throw this back. That's a good enough 3, so I don't have to throw it back just to try to get a 2. That is a 2. Paladins do use weapons, however this might have to be our 2-drop just to have something to play each turn. I almost passed. Too busy jabbering, I almost passed, can you believe it? Because we have a 1, 2, and 3, we can kind of protect our life and make use of our card power. The Flame Imp's already paid for his own Battle Cry, so that's good. Hoping he...
on my
Okay. Okay, that's a better 3-drop than the one we had, so I will play it. And now let it be a 2-for-1 on my terms. The only risk here. Okay, that's the obvious play. Next, do we play Razorfen Hunter? I'm gonna go ahead and do this. If nothing else, either way we play it. Let him make the trades. Ooh, that offsets the boar, so it's a good thing. And he uses up almost all his mana, which means he's probably only going to be able to kill 1 minion this turn. Which means our Frost Wolf Warlord will be that much bigger.
The Frost Wolf stands ready.
We're off to a pretty good start here, I'd say. Now, even if he bluffs. Well, it's good that he used that now rather than later. It's curious, very strange.
Avast me.
That's funny. Azure Drake makes the Demon Fire do 3 damage. I was wondering how I wanted to do this. I didn't want to bring the Doomguard out just yet because I still have cards in hand.
Report me for duty.
Hero power against him. So I'll bring that out. And then this. Play for board control. To take away the possibility of Blessing of Kings, that sort of thing. Combo it with to do a board wipe. Okay. And now we can start drawing 2 per turn. We can keep this under 3 minions, or under 4 minions, in case of mind control attack. Creation only kills one minion. Oh, that could be really good for him. Alright, didn't work. Although we're getting so low on health,
For duty.
we gotta be really careful here. Since he's already... I gotta go for face, we're getting so low on health.
Your magic shall not save you.
Reporting for duty.
I think I can probably draw one more. Play for board control. I'm gonna hold on to the Shattered Sun Cleric. Keeps us under 4 minions. This gets to be a sprung.
Reporting for duty.
Okay. It's a good thing we've got this taunt here.
I will enjoy what you have done.
Not gonna bother tapping. Not gonna bother playing the Shattered Sun Cleric. I'll have to review this game. I'm sure there was a point in time where I should have shifted more to the offensive. And obviously I didn't recognize when that was well enough. And I could have lost this game, even though there's no reason why I should have. So, even when you win, there's a good chance that
You asked for it.
that is a 2-3-4. However, this won't necessarily be a turn 4 drop, so I will throw it back in hopes of getting a 1 or 2. Not exactly what I meant by 1, but it might come in handy. Sometimes if people do have a 1 health, they might say, oh, Warlock, I can just play it.
Hello.
Hi.
Greet you.
Okay. This is where Dark Bomb comes in as a 2-drop. Okay. You might get the boar for free by stepping on it. Otherwise, that's one of the powers of the Flame Imp, is we'd have the 1 mana left. So I will go ahead and tap, since I'm not going to need more than 2 mana this turn anyways. Go ahead and step on that. But it's not so important that I'm going to risk the card. I would if it was important, but it's not. We can let him live. 2. Ooh. Now we'll get some value out of Moral Coil, at least. Okay, but it's not better if it's unreliable. This is a really high quality 3-drop, so these are
Pay attention, class.
Ancient Brewmaster. So, as much as I hate risking discarding one of these cards, can't pass up killing that off for 1 mana. And the Kodo's gone. That's not bad. That's not bad. We're later in the game. Like most minions that'll fit his requirement at this stage would be part of a board flood, and if we have board control, a board flood's not painful. Flame Strike turn, so I will go ahead and tap. Worgen, so Brute and Fairy Dragon in the center just to hedge against Cone of Cold. Game, his unreliability comes more into play, I think. Dread Inferno. Very good. So if I'm going to lose a minion, I might as well make it this one so that we can send the most damage to his face. But we're in Flame Strike range and this comes with a bubble. So we're threatening. Don't quite have enough mana to burst him down yet. Okay. Alright, that's the obvious one. We have a secret on the board. And It's our job to try and figure out which one to vaporize. I would rather lose him, so we'll do that first. Alrighty. I wouldn't hesitate to play the... Okay. Don't want to draw too much. We're starting to lose our life, but... Dread Infernal on this turns it from a 3 bubble stripping Fire Blast. That is game.
Well played.
Right, win number 2. I still feel B. Oh, okay, a 2 and a 3, and that might be our 2 and 3, so we'll go ahead and toss the Felguard. Dark Bomb. Ooh, and Mortal Coil. So we got options. We should be able to maintain board control long enough to... Although with the coin. Never mind. Shielded Minibot. Wow, that's pretty good actually. We're going to tap this turn, not only to make efficient use of all our mana, but for this reason. We didn't have any demons to go with our... It's not critical, but in a situation like that where there were no real good options, it's worth it, I think. Now we have a 3-drop, a 4-drop, lots of support spells, a demon to come out of the Void Caller. Okay, bubble for bubble, that's the trade I was looking for. Goes for face because his recruit threatens to kill it for free. I'm somewhat obligated to do that. Might be able to get our... because the main body's 3-4 instead of 2-3, and the Flame Imp would be 3-2 instead of 2-1. Okay. So Dark Bomb finishes that off. Not the most efficient use of mana, and we'd rather use that Battle Cry to strip him of the weapon, but it's our only play right now. Or even if it's not the most optimal development of the board. Tap to see what we draw. Okay, that's pretty good. I hate doing this, but it's okay. I was just gonna say though, the downside is that as a paladin, he's got lots of ways of healing. It's unfortunate we weren't able to use the Mortal Coil this turn as well. Funny thing is he can't even necessarily choose to finish off the Dread Infernal.
Justice.
Wow, look at all that overhealing. Okay.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Since this is damaged, now if he trips into the Shattered Sun Cleric. Combo. It's actually pretty good, didn't do too much damage to us. Wow. But we get to draw 2 cards, so let's do that now. Oh, very good, very good, very good. Because we really didn't want to play the Flame Imp, but that was our only card until those 2 draws. Now we're in control of the board, but we're at 8 health, so...
I dream and the world trembles.
That's an excellent Siphon Soul target if I've ever seen one. Like, wow. Okay, and unfortunately I can't play the Flame Imp now. One of the cards Ysera gives is Ysera Awakens. It's deal 5 damage to everything but Ysera. Oh wait, we have the advantage for now. I'll skip tab. We just played the Siphon Soul. We do have a silence in the deck.
Or both.
That's not it. I'll go ahead and pop this. Kill her so he can't draw a card off of popping this. Pop this now because there's a real good chance Kodo will be able to be used on it. Alright, so I'll play a quality card. Hope that this doesn't discard the Kodo. Damn. Yeah, it would be the last of our mana, so we wouldn't be able to play whatever.
Special delivery!
It wasn't the best, but it wasn't the worst. Oof. That sucks. If I play the Flame Imp, he's got 7 he can visibly do to me. If I tap and don't draw anything good, we won't be able to play the Flame Imp. That could be worse. Yeah, because he can do 7 to us, just 5 for 1 turn. So I'm guessing it didn't grab Nightmare. Ysera Awakens would have also been lethal. Dream. Okay. Oh, wow. I wasn't thinking of that. His excellent playing of that turn might have won him the game.
Reporting for duty.
Let's go out with style. Next turn I can resummon the Argent Commander if he's still alive. After my turn, they're both going to be power of 3. So I'm going to take out the one that's going to... Uh-oh. Is that game? 4, 6? Nope. Although I really doubt there's anything I could draw that would win it. Demon Fire. Alright. Well, let's go out in style. Loss number 1.
I will fight with honor.
I see a 1, 2, a 3, and with the coin, that's a 4. I'll get several draws before then, so even if that doesn't end up being our turn 4, that's okay. Super start to a super summer, fellas.
I hope you like my invention.
Cool. Board control.
It's clobbering time.
We can play a round consecration. I'm just going to draw a card, see if that changes anything. Yeah, because that can't be consecrated. That's a better play than the Sheraton Cleric. Sheraton Cleric's better. It's a 4/3. Right now, he can't see that this is a 4/3.
Not on my watch.
And this doesn't technically make us weak to consecration. Allowed his bloodsail kill for free.
Shall not pass.
Oh, he did have a consecration. Now he'll take out the spider tank with his bloodsail. Good for him. Worth much of a threat. So I think tapping and playing at 3 would be okay. That's a good go. This is only worse against consecration. And he already kind of low.
Don't mess with
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Stampeding Kodo. Okay, let's go ahead and strip the bubble first. Try and strip the bubble first, because we'd rather him die to a noble sacrifice anyways. Now, this at least makes sure... Figured it was Avenge. Okay, so that can't be stomped out. And it makes for a nice 5/5. Good for him. Well, if he doesn't use the 5/5 for board control, we can punish him for it.
I am not
Wowzers.
a morning person.
Void Caller, that's excellent. Alright.
Suck steel, swine.
For the crusade!
That was an easy turn thanks to Void Caller. Well, he's definitely playing the cards he's got very well. I'll give him that.
Special delivery!
Summon me.
Reporting for duty.
Okay, Soulfire. I'll go ahead and play the ooze, even though we can't get it, just to build up bodies to play another big body.
Stand ready.
It's nice that we're going to be able to kill that for 1 mana. And that we're going to be able to kill this before it has a chance to make any more demons. Alright. Just because that means his top decks are going to be generally weak. Never mind. Yeah, he has time to go to kill that.
Reporting for duty.
Against a warlock, that's the smart play. Wow, that's very good for us. What else can we get? That's really good for us. Okay.
For the horde.
I am so tempted to play the Worgen first, just to help make cleanup, but let's do that instead. When we do find our Dread Infernal, it's going to be quite good. This little army of 1/1s he's making. Felguard, very good. I think we've got time to tap one more. I don't have to use this for board control, so I'm going to start cutting down his health while we got time. Play the taunt, play the Enrager, who can help mop up next turn. Even if he played an Ogre, this would do 4 damage to it, this would do 3. Dread Inferno would actually be lethal. That's so funny. Ancient Brewmaster.
Too pathetic to fight your own battles.
I'll put it on your tab.
Glad I went with the Brewmaster.
I will enjoy watching you die.
And I will use this for board control, just because I don't want them both knocking him down.
It's clobbering time.
See? All that emoting he did didn't make the game go any better for him.
Can I help you, sir?
I've got lethal before he'll be able to play anything he draws off of that. And I'm going to give the Worgen the honors. Oh, maybe not. Yep, save the emotes, friends. Oh, the paladins.
I will fight with honor.
Okay, quality 3. We do have the coin, so we could play that as early as turn 2, so I will hold it. Throw everything else back in hopes of getting some 1s and 2s. Void Caller, twin Void Caller. Very good. One summons the other. Very good. Okay, as long as he doesn't have an explosive start, asterisk, he can't expect a fine-tuned start. Yep, and so it begins. Well, I have a bubble 2, since I can't really play Dark Bomb. Okay, he kept all 3 of his cards in his turn 3 play as pass. Play his 3-drop.
Join.
And now I change his mind because it's more tempting to count. Good for him. Well, good, because Void Caller can deal with the board he's got currently. We do have a Stampeding Kodo. We can Ancient Brewmaster. That would allow us to tap. Hate secrets. Go for the Void Caller. Alright. They're like cockroaches. Oh wow, Acidic Swamp. There's no need to dark bomb. Try to attack it first. If that's a noble sacrifice, then we can dark bomb it. I'm drawing not only because we have the mana for it, but I mean, yeah, the Void Caller's fun, but that's no reason to play suboptimally. Taking 3 life to put another way.
I am ready.
Oh, wow. Yes! Revenge. Oh, wow. What an excellent top deck. And that only gives its health 3. That's awesome. This was a mistake. We had 2 different 3/2s with which to kill the Clockwork Gnome. In a situation like this, you want to base your choice of which one to use on things such as which one would be more beneficial to be replayed. In this case, we'd much rather reuse the Acidic Swamp Ooze's destruction of the enemy weapon than we would the Flame Imp's destruction of our life. This is a good practice in general, but a bit more important here since we have an Ancient Brewmaster in hand.
The Sunwell.
And since we're already into mind control tech range, I will play this. It does make us weaker, but it's more important that we obfuscate a mind control tech from grabbing this than it is that we... Yeah. Good deal.
You asked for it.
More souls shall be
Okay.
mine.
Keep the dark bomb only. Well, no, we can't afford our mana crystals getting trashed that early in the game. Even though it would be nice to have a 3 drop. Oh, we can coin the Void Caller, and with the Doomguard to back it up, that's quite good. That'll help us come back from most things. As long as he doesn't silence the Void Caller. Funny thing, because you never know if they're actually holding a demon.
What's the flight plan?
Can't play the Fairy Dragon because it would actually die to Flying Machine, as goofy as that sounds. Back a 4 next turn, I'm not against it. Sweet!
To the void.
Many possibilities.
Either one, so let's put 5 to his face. If he wants to, 5 to his face. The little engine that could.
Special delivery.
Okay. Well, at least this will kill it back. And at least we got 10 damage out of it. I thought about it for a little while, and I was pretty sure going for phase last turn was right. We're a 3, so we're going to have a decent turn 6 almost certainly. I was thinking about the possibility of playing Worgen and Harvest Golem, but Flame Strike. Darn, we can't target that. 9 different 3s. Damn it! Oh, that sucks. And now we're every bit as weak to Flame Strike as one could be. At least he'll still live. At 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There was only a 20% chance I was going to discard the Soulfire, so I don't have a problem with that play in retrospect.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
That's a good restock after a Flame Strike, and next turn we can tap. That 10 damage out of that Doomguard is what's buying us this opportunity to whatever. I'll just Flame Strike again or something. These won't have 2 spells. Cool, my Lilins can take out his Lilins, and Frostwolf still one of them instead. No. I'm not going to waste spells on things I can fight out. I wipe his board, put 10 to his face, threatening lethal. Plus Dark Bomb can go to the face too. Even silence. Yeah, I can. Either one of them silence would be a power of 4, Dark Bomb's lethal.
Your magic shall not save me.
And that's one of the reasons why I've started valuing silence more in Arena. It's pretty easy to come across with all these spare parts flying around before he could have recovered. And I missed it. Wow, good one. Excellent. I'd like to be able to hold on to that, but... Wow, 1, 2... Okay, that would make his health 4. It's good against everything but Flame Cannon for a few turns. We'll see how it goes. Maybe he'll Frostbolt and I just won't have the option. Because we're a Warlock, I am going to go ahead and surge ahead like this. If he got the Flame Cannon, he'll just finish us off if he has dealing with this.
Someday I'll be just like you.
My thinking is if I start putting pressure on his face like this, then it'll be like last game. I bought myself such a lead with that Doom Guard that I was able to...
Your magic shall not save me.
There was no real reason for that.
Die, mage.
Killing that just so my Doom Guard can keep slapping up against him. Alright, I was hoping I'd get to keep that. That's so good. Try this at home. Seriously, that Demon Fire on a Flame Imp, that was a huge gamble. It's only by chance that it paid off. And since I've got Divine Shield, he won't actually be frozen since he's not taking... This was a minor mistake. If I had gone to face with the Argent Commander, the opponent would be left with 1 health. It was too early in the game for him to be able to wipe my board and heal up. With the opponent at 1 life, we'd be threatening lethal just by casting the Dread Infernal. Absolutely enormous gamble. I had no business making that play. It's only by chance that it paid off, so... I am going to keep the Demon Fire. It's not as good as Dark Bomb, but oh wow. I wasn't thinking of in terms of this. I was thinking in terms of if he plays a 3-2. If he does play a 3-2, I'll be using Demon Fire to damage, because like I said, and a quality card in addition to that, so we could. Here's hoping he plays a 3-2. Thank you. Now I don't have to make that decision. Because it would be very, very wrong to Demon Fire here, because he could use his hero power to finish it off. And that's why I kept the Demon Fire in the opening hand, because of that possibility. Ooh, the Fairy Dragon means next turn we'll have the ability to tap if we so desire. 2 and 3, all he did was pass, which isn't good. Because we have the initiative here, best play for next turn. So we'll see what gets discarded here. Okay, I'll play this instead. Let's play it in the center in case of Cone of Cold. Flame Imp's such a good card in the draft. There was one time I chose it over a Fairy Dragon. The fact that you can play it on turn 1. Let's see if this hits. Did. Very good plan. So I got mana time to tap. Nope, this threatens lethal. We can Mortal Coil next turn, if need be. Unfortunately, we won't be able to. But doing this means that this can't. Okay, he finally finishes that off. We've got 10 more. Okay.
It's time for a little blood.
And that's okay. But at least the more. Guard. That's so hot. The only reason I wasted the 3-2 on killing the Yamani Berserker is to avoid risking him tripping into it next
What
turn.
does the future hold?
Ogre's not a guaranteed hit, otherwise I would have just, whoops. Otherwise I would have just not played. I was counting it up, we only had 6 guaranteed damage, so that's why I bothered playing another card. I think I've played that person before, or at least that name. Flame Imp again! That's what won us the last 2 games. Why not? Drop I can tap. Flame Imp buys us that kind of a lead. It could have gone either way. Throwing back the Razor Fen or keeping it either way is good enough. The downside to this play is my backup plan means we do 5 damage because of the chance of mini-bot, which he does have the coin, so he might play.
Wanna blow something up?
Ooh. Well, at least it got more damage on me than it did him. I gotta trade, because if he's got a Divine Protector, he'll make that trade for free. I really wanted to go to the Faith. There's ways he can make that punishing for me. Okay, I happen to have my own Enrager. My Enrager feeds off of your Enrager.
Get in there and fight, maggot!
Good for him. And I'm glad I drew a Dark Bomb, because now we've got... And I've got Frostwolf Warlord on deck, so... yeah, I'll do that. I'm really hoping I can coax him into overextending here, so Hellfire will... Well, now we're in the same boat as before, except for now we have 5 mana and Immortal Coil, so it all works out. And we have a couple of solid 6 plays.
You gotta be kidding me!
Probably not, only because he's got a power of 7 too, and that's literally 1/3 of our life. It might have been worth it to go all for face. Dread Infernal. Dread Infernal's pretty good here. And I'll let him make this trade. This is a more secure decision than... It's important to be mindful of the possibilities, but it's also important to be mindful... Oh, why didn't he use that to combo out of the Dread Infernal Under? Oh, okay. That does it. Oh, wow. Good for him. I'm going to go ahead and tap just because tap Spellbreaker Flame Imps legally. Okay, in a way this is bad because it does so much damage to me, but we have card and board advantage now, so our lack of health advantage. So we can play Spellbreaker and Frostwolf. I am planning on Siphon Souling, I just want to tap first. It's too bad we didn't have that and the Siphon Soul, that would have been a better turn.
To Northrend!
It's a good thing he didn't trade, because that would have been good Spellbreaker for him. Wow! Holy shit! This would have been something to save the Hellfire for. We got 10 mana, so...
I will enjoy
healing. And we're a Warlock. It's only by chance that we're doing as well as we are. Now why would he...
the might of Stormwind!
Oh, okay. He should... What? Why didn't he send the Golems into that? He could have kept his card draw. I mean, I can kill it, but still.
Reporting for duty.
This is funny. I gotta play Kodo just to stay alive. Anyways, this kills this. Kodo kills that. By playing the Doomguard, I can consume this without having to give him my Fairy Dragon, which means I have a fighting chance. He's a true Silver Champion away Flame Imps, so there's no chance, and the Hellfire, so there's no chance of hurting ourselves in these ways.
Reporting for duty.
But we are kind of relegated to playing for board control, Which, whoa! That hurts. It's too bad we already... Kinda can't tap anymore just because then we increase the things that can kill us, such as consecration. Speak of the devil. That hurts not only because it cuts our health in half, but because it cuts our offense in half. It's for that. So, the good news besides Dark Bomb is, okay. We got it. We took a risk as a warlock, sacking our life, and we paid for it. The class I have the lowest win percentage against.
Shall be mine.
Enough. This is my turn 2, it's okay. Kind of a risky... Oh, good! If he doesn't play anything worth demon fighting, we can coin one of the 3s out, and then on turn 3 play the other one. And now we got a Dark Bomb. We're doing alright. Doing alright.
For a little while, I pack a big punch.
That's worth demon firing, I would say. Yes, I think so. It's nice that we had the option between Demon Fire and Dark Bomb Fire as a minion buffer. This is particularly true against in hand now. I am going to go ahead and coin out a 4, even though we have multiple valid 3 options. Like a Dark Bomb and tap, or have something to sign. Oh, man. Crunch all you want, we'll make more. Now, turn 5, we've got 2s and 3s and stuff. It's cool. This replaces our 3-4 with a 3-5 taunt, and we have the opportunity to play a 3-drop of our choice. And I'm going to go with the Ogre Brood, even though it's not consistent because it's power of 4. We already have the more critical one, because turn 6 will have the power of 4 on the board anyway. Okay, I'll try to crush this. I was thinking to myself, if that happens, I can just do this. Kind of a waste of an Argent Command of life left to tap and get a card advantage.
Dragno, stupid!
Okay.
Your magic shall not save you.
Could have tapped Inflamement. That would have been a good silence target. Oh, wow. Damn. Damn. Show me Hellfire. No? Okay. Well, at least we can draw off of that. He's out of cards, so... Dread Infernal. That's kind of fun. We can set out a couple of manis instead. Yeah, that's good. He doesn't want to do this, but I don't know what his hand looked like altogether, but I think he's been playing around just because he hasn't been totem. Well, whoa, that's really good for him. Now he has a reason to just attack my face with that. Yep. He doesn't realize the Dread Infernal. Luckily, that doesn't do anything. In fact, just died of this for free, so I'll tap. We need this to be able to kill that, so we can. It's so bad because if he's got a taunt, I should have played just in case he makes a taunt. Hex. Okay. Oh, you gotta pay to win. Play to win.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
I gotta hold on to this, or we're dead anyways. But if he draws other weapons, we'll be able to take him. Okay, we have to kill the Koi. I'm gonna go ahead and play this so I don't discard it. Because I also want to kill. And that means, well, this allows this. Which means I can now kill this with 1 minion instead of 2. I'll use this to kill the. Because in the event that he's got. Well, if he's got Lightning Storm right now, it's not gonna matter because he's got this in play. But once we know she's worth weak to Earthshock. Pristine as long as possible, especially since it can't be targeted. Dark Bomb erases his, what's that, Ancestral Spirit? Yeah.
Push
Kill
forward.
that. Gotta take his spell damage totem away. But if he wants to win, all he's gotta do is hit us with a crackle. Well, I'm not complaining. 7 wins with a Warlock. I wanted to do it at least once, and now I have. Let's see what we get. Really, I didn't even deserve to go beyond 7 wins. I took so many risks in the draft. I'm lucky to have gotten that far. Alright. Double rare. Ogre Ninja. Bomb Ladder.